Go, Bubba.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen in the YouTube channel world. Today we are making angel biscuits, right, Mama?
Yep.
Angel biscuits. Okay.
Yeah, and this is my Meemaw's recipe.
Yes.
So, there we go.
So, step one, we got 5 cups of flour.
Okay.
Here's the flour.
Awesome.
And then we have, it asked for a lot more sugar, but we're not really going with that much.
It asked for half a cup of sugar, and I'm putting in a fourth of a cup of sugar. So there you go. I'm like, a half a cup is way too much.
Okay, we're adding the sugar to the flour.
Okay.
And then it calls for
a teaspoon of baking soda.
Teaspoon of baking soda.
Right. And you want to level baking soda off with your finger. Just take it and level it off. Yep. There you go.
1 teaspoon of baking soda.
Okay, 2 teaspoons of salt.
2 teaspoons of salt.
This is fun, ain't it?
It is. 1, 2 teaspoons of salt.
Okay, and then we caught 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Now that's what that little lip thing on there is for, is to smooth it out. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
See, didn't you know that it comes with a built-in smoothie thing?
There's 2. There's 3. As the count would say.
Sesame Street.
Yes.
And
then...
Okay, then you want to put your lard... Oh, mix it up first. Get it all
yes.
mixed up together. You got your whisk there to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Mix your dry ingredients before you add your wet ingredients.
Exactly.
If we had a sifter, this would be a lot easier.
Well, we do have a sifter, but no, I didn't want to do it that way. So, I want to teach you how to do it the hard way. It's good for you.
Well, I guess that's what you say.
I do. I say that, yes. And it is Mama's kitchen.
It's true.
Okay.
What Mama says in the kitchen has to be in the kitchen.
Okay. Go ahead and add your lard now. So what you're going to do is take your whisk out, because you're done with that. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put your lard in there.
So we have 1 cup of lard.
1 cup of lard. You can use half a cup of lard and half a cup of butter if you prefer. But Mima always used the lard because that's what she had the most of. And let's talk about lard for a second, okay? Lard and butter, to me, are 2 of the things that the government got wrong, okay? After World War II, they had a glut of all these chemicals. So the vegetable-based shortenings, like Crisco and other ones, they, have a lot of chemicals in them to make them look like lard. Okay, lard is a animal product, and for the life of me, I can't figure out how you'd squeeze a carrot and get oil anyway, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, we got a cup of lard. Now you're going to go in with your hands, and you're going to crumble it, you're going to mash it in, and just move it around until it becomes like peas. Like little dried peas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
so you just kind of
start... This is happening.
Yeah, you just squish it between, not rub nice. You're gonna, there you go. You get in there and just start squeezing it. Till it all starts to... It's fun. It's like Play-Doh. Think of it like playing with Play-Doh.
Well, this kind of reminds me of when we used to make our own homemade Play-Doh.
Yeah.
You just get flour, salt.
Yeah. When you were kids, remember? Yeah. Yeah, I did that. I used to make Play-Doh they'd help me make it for them, and then, yeah, it was good. It was fun. It ended up all over the carpet in the family room, but that's beside the point. We won't talk about that, will we, Bubba?
That was Randy, not me.
Oh, it's always the baby. The baby did it.
Hey, our family motto is, when in doubt, blame the baby.
Yeah. Okay, so What you got going on in there? That's pretty good. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to add, first you want to wash your hands, and then come back and we'll add the wet ingredients to this mix and put it all together. So that's enough. You don't want to mix it too much.
Okay.
Because we want to keep it light.
Oh, okay.
That's why they call them angel biscuits.
Okay, and then I gotta wash my hands.
Yep. It'll only take a second. But yeah, I haven't made these in 20 years. And I just started thinking about them and decided that I wanted some, and there you go. Now our oven just beeped. That means it's preheated to 400 degrees. Okay, now you add your yeast.
Add the yeast.
Yeah, just pour it in there. See how foamy it is and wonderful? Now take your little scraper thing and scrape it out. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. That's going to be wonderful. And the thing about these angel biscuits is because they have the yeast and the baking powder and baking soda, they rise really well, but they also taste kind of like a biscuit and a dinner roll had a baby. You know?
Then we add the milk?
Yeah, add the milk. Now, I made my own buttermilk. You can buy buttermilk if you want to, but there really isn't any reason to. It's very easy. You simply just take milk and some vinegar or lemon juice if you don't have vinegar, and put it together in a mixed buttermilk. So that's it. There you go. Ta-da! Now you're going to take your spoon and just start folding it together so that it comes into a ball. You want to work it until it's a ball. Okay? Yeah, there you go. Just lift and move, lift and move, lift and move.
Lift and moo-moo?
Yeah, lift and moo-moo. That's it. Now, if you have to add a little more flour to it, you can. But please don't put too much flour in it because that just makes tough biscuits. And the whole point of angel biscuits is they're not tough. Or they're not supposed to be, okay? So, I don't think we're going to have to add any. I don't know. Here, I'll tell you what, Chris, you film it just for a second because Mommy's got to do the feel it thing.
Okay.
You know? Okay, here we go. Sometimes with some recipes, I don't measure stuff, and after years of cooking, you just learn to know how it feels when you do it, you know. And this feels fantastic. It's medium. It's not real sticky, but it's not real tight either, which you don't want it to be that way. Okay, and you're also going to need this on a board. So, what I'm going to do is I'll put the flour on the board, and then Chris, you can knead it. You can what we do with these is you fold them over. You know?
See, there's the cutting board.
So we're going to try to make these biscuits the size of this cutting board. So, because that's a perfect rectangle, and it's also the perfect size for like 8 to 10 biscuits, probably. Maybe more, I don't know. We'll see. But you can make them whatever size you want. I'm using just a regular biscuit cutter, but you can use a glass as far as that goes. You just want to make sure that you put your cutter in the flour so it doesn't stick. And the most important part of this, when you're cutting them, do not turn the cutter. Just push down on it and pull up. Push down and pull up. Because if you turn it, you'll bust some of the air out of it, and it'll deflate the biscuits. It'll make them tougher. So, that's it right there. Okay, Chris, I'm going to take the camera back as soon as I wash my hands off. And you're going to drop this dough onto the board. And you're going to keep adding flour to it as you fold it over. So you make folds, turn it, make folds, turn it. It's going to be easy.
Yes.
Okay, let me get this part right here. We're kind of disorganized. little bit.
A little bit disorganized, but you know,
That's
there's
okay.
the dough.
Yeah, we're not a perfect kitchen. Okay, here we go. I got it. Now, you get the bowl and just drop the whole thing on the board and then sprinkle it pretty good with flour the first time especially. I'm going to get on this side of you so we can see better. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yep. See, that's just it right there. And if anybody's wondering, this is not Fireball whiskey. A friend of mine made me a utensil holder out of an old Fireball bottle, and I love it. I do. I love it. So, that's funny. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Now, sprinkle it real good with flour, and then just start mushing it down, and then fold it. That's probably good, Bubba, to start with. Yeah, you want to flour your hands. There you go. Good job. You're doing a great job, Bubba. You got quite a bit of it actually on you, but hey.
Hey, when you're baking, you're gonna get messy.
Yeah, you're gonna get... No, don't. Okay, just push it down lightly with your hands. Just push it down, yeah, like that, to a circle. Keep going. You might want to add... If you have to, you can add a little more flour, but you probably don't have to. Okay, then you're going to fold it in half and do it again.
So, like,
just
take this and fold?
Yeah, yes. Just take that and fold. Yep. There you go.
Fold.
Now press it down again and make a circle. And add, you know, if you need to add flour to it, do. If not, don't worry about it. Okay?
Don't want to press too hard.
No, you don't want to press too hard. You're just folding it and moving it around on the board.
And then fold it this way?
Yes. Yes.
And fold it this way.
Right. And move it on the other side of the board. Because it's been in the same place for a while now. You want to roll it around a little bit and get... Yeah, there you go. And just... There you go. Now, press it out into a rectangle. So... to the size of the cutting board if you can. If not, that's fine. Don't press real hard, Bubba.
I'm not. Lightly pressing.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're lightly pressing it. Okay, yeah. I remember now, I made a double batch when I filled up the board, so we won't fill up the board today. That's okay. Okay, now we can take our cutter and just push down on it. And like I said, we should get 8 to 10 biscuits out of this. And if we have some scraps, we can always roll it out or pat it out and do it again. So, wait. Okay, what you want to do is you want to start... There you go. Okay, you want to start on the outermost edge. Okay? And then go around.
Press. And like Mom said, don't twist it.
Yeah, just pull it straight up. There you go. There's one. Two. You're doing good, Bubba. You got flour absolutely everywhere, but... Oh, that's okay if it comes out. Just poke it out with your finger. There you go. And then, after we get these done, now that we got these 3, let's show the people so we can end this. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take your biscuits, like this, and you're going to put them in... I'm using a round cast iron skillet, but you can use a 13x9 pan or any kind of pan to make the biscuits, okay? And you just put... Yeah, you just put the biscuits in there. And like I said, this will hold 8 biscuits. You know, so... and 10 if you squeeze them in there, but...
But you want to give at least a little bit
Yeah.
in between. You don't want them to touch, because then you just got a loaf of bread.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, then we're going to cover them, let them sit on top of this warm oven for 30 minutes, and then we're going to put them in the oven and we're going to bake them for 15. And then we're going to put butter on them. So that's how we do it. Angel biscuits, guys. We're having fun. Okay. Say bye, Bubba.
From an Optimus Prime lover, goodbye, everyone.
Bye, guys.